show your mean, mean pride.
Alright guys, I'm back again, and I know it's definitely been a while since my last recent pickups video, but like I said before, with the combination of being a full-time college student, trying to work a part-time job, and having a girlfriend all at the same time, needless to say I don't have a whole lot of free time anymore, so that means I haven't been doing a whole lot of game hunting as much as I'd like to. But over the weekend, me and my dad managed to go to a couple places and try to do a little bit of game hunting since, I got out of work early over the weekend and we had some free time, so we decided to go to a couple places. We went to a few pawn shops, went to a few garage sales, and we also went to the Gibraltar Trade Center for those of you who live in the southeast Michigan area. We went to the Mount Clemens Gibraltar Trade Center and tried to look around there. We pretty much came out empty-handed, but I ended up finding a couple things. I actually found 3 Sega Genesis games, and all of these were only $3 a piece, and these are some pretty quality games, and for $3 I definitely could not complain at all. So we have Subterranea for the Sega Genesis, and this is the loose cartridge, obviously. Only $3, and I heard that this is a pretty good game. This one here I think was a steal for $3. We have the Genesis 6-pack, which has Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On it. And for $3, I definitely could not complain at all picking this up. And the label on the top is kind of peeling off. I really have to, give this a good fix for the top end label there because it's peeling off. But still, for $3 for that, that's a pretty good deal. And the last one here for $3, which I was really looking for a long time because it looks like it's a lot of fun, and that's Super Hang-On. Know that nowadays, definitely it's just a generic racing game just with motorcycles, but still, it looks pretty cool. Heard that this is a pretty nice game, and I really wanted to give it a try, so now I have my own copy of it, even though it's on the Genesis 6-pack already, but still, I really wanted to get this to try it out, and now that I have it, I can try it out, so it's definitely cool. And only $3 a piece for those. And those are the only things that I ended up picking up at the Gibraltar Trade Center because for those of you who have gone there, the video game prices there are pretty ridiculous. They're really overpriced unless you go to some random vendor that's selling a few things and just happens to have games. That's how I found those, so I just got lucky with those. But yeah, the video game prices there are pretty ridiculous for the most part. Let's go into modern stuff. I actually picked up only one current generation game over the last month or so. I really don't go out of my way to pick up these actually because I'm a lot more of an old school guy, as you guys know. And this is the first 3DS game that I bought in a long time too, and this is Resident Evil Revelations. I picked this up for $40 at Meijer. I thought it was a pretty nice deal. I tried out the demo for this and it was a lot of fun, so I really wanted to eventually buy it. And it's a really good game. It definitely does not disappoint. It reminds me a lot of like a reality show for the way that they do the cutscenes and all of that. It's actually really cool. So for those of you who have a 3DS, I definitely recommend this game. It's really neat. It does get a little bit tough eventually. Once you get really into it, it does get pretty hard. But, you'll find it to be very rewarding. It's a very good game. So let's see here. Let's go to thrift store pickups. I went to the Salvation Army a couple of days ago, and I ended up finding this. This is a loose Super Nintendo. This does not have the power cable, AV cable, controllers, or games or anything. It's just the standard console itself, and I got it for about $7, as you can see there. And I have not tested it yet, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape despite the yellowing at the bottom, but the top half is actually in really good shape. And it feels a little bit heavier than mine from what I noticed picking it up. And another thing that I noticed too is that if you turn on the power on this particular one, if I can do this with one hand, if you turn on the power, you see a little tooth come up there in the cartridge slot. You see that? So I thought that was pretty neat because my other Super Nintendo doesn't do that. So I don't know if I'll keep it. I doubt it. I actually decided to buy it so that way I could use this as trade bait because only $7 for a loose Super Nintendo I thought was a pretty good deal. I haven't even tested it yet. I need to get around to that. But if it works, then this will be some pretty good trade bait to pick up some more stuff. Let's see, what else from the thrift store? We have a copy of Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation for only $2. This was a complete copy with both discs and both manuals. There's the first disc with the game manual. And if you open it on the other side, here's the second disc with the reference manual. So yeah, it's in really good shape too. There's hardly any scratches on the case at all. And being the black label, it's, you know, definitely a lot more sought after as well. So for only $2 for Gran Turismo 2, thought it was a pretty nice deal. So I picked that up. And this is probably the best thing that I actually picked up at the thrift store over the last month or so. I think I got this like 2 or 3 weeks ago or something. I don't know. But the thrift store I go to has like a giant rack full of like cell phone cases and like purses and things like that. And I usually check that section to see if they have like Game Boy cases or DS cases or something. I mean, sometimes they would, but you know, most of the time it's always a bust. You know, there's usually just complete junk in there. But this time though, luckily I actually looked in there this time. They had this sitting there for only $5. This is a Nintendo Game Boy case. And I picked it up and I felt that it was a little bit heavy for a Game Boy case. And I'm like, I wonder if it has something in it. So I opened it up here, and what I saw was this. I saw a mint condition Game Boy Pocket sitting in there, and it does have the batteries in it, and it does work like a champ, as you can see. So a really nice condition blue Game Boy Pocket, which kind of sucks because I already have a Game Boy Pocket. Not only that, but I have the exact same color. As you can see up there, that's my Game Boy Pocket right there. You know, it's the exact same color, which kind of stinks. I really wish I would have gotten like the black one or the yellow one or something like that, because I really wanted the yellow one. For whatever reason, the yellow Game Boy Pocket I think just looks cool, but I don't know. Still pretty neat. I could probably use this as some pretty good trade bait. And this also came with a nice stack of games, and all of which I did not have, which is really sweet, because I'm surprised that there weren't any in here that I didn't have. So I'll go ahead and show you. There's only one of them in here that doesn't have the case. I'll get to that in a sec. But we have Tasmania for the Game Boy, and the one without the case happens to be Pocket Bomberman. Technically for the Game Boy Color, but it will run on your original Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket just fine. Earthworm Jim for the Game Boy. Donkey Kong Land 2 for the Game Boy. This is the Player's Choice Edition, but still pretty cool. We have Tetris Attack for the Game Boy. And the last one we have is Mortal Kombat 2 for the Game Boy. So, really sweet. And it came with all this, all the games, the Game Boy, with the batteries, and the case. Everything was only $5. And that was just a really great deal. Because, you know, the Game Boy by itself would probably go for around that. You know, getting the games plus the case with it, you know, that's really nice. I was very happy to pick this up, and I'm very happy to give it a new home. But, like I said, I'll probably use that extra Game Boy Pocket as trade bait, but we'll see. We'll see. And the last item, well, items rather, that I have here, me and my dad went to Game Quest once again. After we went to Gibraltar and it was pretty much a bust, we decided to go to Game Quest and pick up a few things. And I got some more NES games, you know, surprise, surprise, because I'm trying to get a complete NES collection. Picked up some $5 games that I didn't have. We have Legendary Wings by Capcom. As you can see, it's only $4.99, or $5 rather. Next one we have here is Low G-Man, which I have a really funny story to tell about this one. When I decided to get this one out of the case to buy it, the guy who was actually running the store at the time actually told me that this is a really rare game, which I really don't understand why he's telling me that, because I looked it up all over the internet and nobody has said that this game is rare or expensive or any of that. So I don't know what he was talking about. Maybe he was just lying to get me to buy it, even though I was going to buy it anyways, but whatever. $5 for Low G-Man. Pretty cool. Stealth ATF, as you can see there, $4.99. Mag Max, $4.99 there. Alpha Mission, which is pretty neat. I've been wanting this game for a while because it looks like a really cool old style, spaceship shooter. Looks pretty fun. And Clave Weldon has made his return yet again on another NES game. So if anyone out there who knows who Clave Weldon is, let him know I got his stuff. Because this is the second game I have with his name on it. And the last one we have here, which I have heard is a pretty good game, we have Cabal. No name on this one, thank God. And this was $4.99. So yeah, pretty nice stack of NES games there for only $5 each. And like I have always said, GameQuest has their special where you buy 2 NES games, you'll get 1 for free. So So technically, I did not have to pay for 2 of these, which is pretty nice. They have a really good special with that. I really recommend GameQuest for those of you who live in the Southeast Michigan area. It's on 21 Mile and Gratiot, I believe. I don't know, just look it up. They'll have their address and everything online. It's a really good store for those of you who live in the area. So yeah, that is it. That is all of my recent pickups, and I hope you guys really enjoyed. Sorry for the lack of videos lately, but I will do my best to put some more out. But I don't know how promising that'll be because I'm so busy, like I said, but we'll see. I'll try my best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always guys, have a great day.